Canada, we pay tax based on residency, and so I have to claim all the income I earn all over the world, and I'll get taxed in Canada. If I paid elsewhere and it's a treaty country, I may get a credit for that, but I do have to report everything I earn. So in my partnership example, I've got profit of $10,000. That's going on my income line in my tax return and can be added to my employment income or income from properties I personally own, any shares or stocks or bonds or whatever the case may be. There's no other person. There's no other taxpayer. I can't split that income with my spouse or adult children. I can't defer that. The income is on my tax return, plain and simple. And it's on my return the moment it's earned. So this joint and several liability part about partners, this is the scary stuff. This is the scary bad bits. Joint means together, jointly. Several means to sever, apart. It's not multiple, it's to sever. So what I mean by that is partners are collectively responsible. We're jointly, together, we're responsible for all elements, all debts of the partnership. If Bob and I have that house and someone slips and falls and hurts themselves and sues us, well, they'll name the registered owner of land first. So maybe that's, me. They'll find out it's a partnership, and now they'll name Bob, too, as a partner. They get a judgment for $1 million because someone died or something, then that judgment can be enforced against me or Bob. And they can come after me or Bob for the entire amount. So in other words, I could get hit with the entire $1 million judgment. I might be able to pursue Bob over that, but that's my problem, not the plaintiff's. And if they couldn't collect from Bob, chances are I won't be able to either. So partnerships, again, they can arise by mere fact, by mere activity. We've got some nasty bits here. We want to be careful about that. The other thing about a partnership is, generally speaking, your partner can sign a contract for you. If you are legally married to a husband or wife, they can't sign a contract for you. They don't have the legal ability. If your husband or wife has debt to a bank or a Visa card, you're not responsible for it unless you're a card holder. If you're not a card holder, an account holder, it's your spouse's debt and you don't have to pay it. And most people, and I mean 99% of the people I've spoken to in 15 years, would answer otherwise. If I asked you, do you have to pay your Visa card of your wife or husband, most people will say, oh yeah, absolutely. But the answer, of course, is no. Don't be confused with matrimonial property. Everyone is their own legal person, and you're not responsible for the debts of someone else unless you've guaranteed them or co-signed or what have you. But again, that's a different situation. So your husband or wife can't sign a contract for you, but your partner can. You can be responsible for the contracts they sign. And I often tease people and say, how carefully do you pick your husband and wife? If you're getting into a partnership, pick it very carefully because that person can affect you. And by the way, there is no separate entity. There is no separate taxpayer. So any liability can go to you personally.